Everyone to the 8 o'clock game. Jet City Roller Derby versus Wasatch. I'm Scott Chicken.
I'm Apple Bottoms Up. Welcome to Track 3, live at the Big O 2019.
Woohoo!
Really happy to be here with you, Scott. I know you're very familiar with the Jet City Roller Derby.
I've seen him a couple of times. I don't know, once or twice, maybe.
I think you're their featured league member.
Ooh, featured.
Yeah.
I heard something about that. I haven't gone to the website. I don't want to brag, so, you know. Well, let's meet the team, shall we? Do you want to do, who you want to do, Wasatch first or Jet?
Sure. Sounds like we should welcome our guests, the Wasatch Roller Derby Midnight Terror. We're going to have number 1253, Some Watery Tart. That's captain today. Number 128, Penny Slane. 17, Notorious ANG. Riot Atcha. Number 19. Number 21, Big C. 22, Off the Rails. 261, Carpe Jugulum, a.k.a. Jugs. Number 28, Menstrual Psycho. 300, Super Smash Brawler. Number 314, Bipolar Curves. 33, Melbo Smackaroni. Number 338, Thorn to be Wild. Number 350, Cakernator. 52, Vice Versa. And number 54, Smashly. That is your Midnight Terror.
And their opponents in blue, the Jet City Roller Derby Bombers. Number 03, Mary Contrary. Number 1, Sia Wouldn't Wanna Be Ya. Number 10, Ava Derci. Number 13, The Mexorcists. 16, Bombshell. 22, Terror Face Off. Number 3, Chicklets Rock. Number 5, Ivana Hercha. 51, Crash Smash 'Em. 57, Ruby Rough and Tumble. Number 6, Razor Wrecker. 66, Are Ya Ready? Number 7, Tierra Nova Thrasher. Number 80, Beethoven's Fist. And number 9, Deadly Longlegs.
Sounds like we got some Jet City fans in the house. That's awesome. Thanks for joining us on Track 3. We're going to get this party started. Out there on the jam line, that's Eva Derci in the blue and Smashly in the white for Wasatch.
Eva going a little inside to out and breaks free the jammer Jet City.
And it looks like Wasatch's jammer still struggling at the top of turn 2. Almost passed with number 80 to beat. Knocks her to the outside. That's Jet City, number 80, Beethoven's Fist.
Yes, with a full run back all the way back to the top of the turn. Ava Derci clears. First points of the game, Jet City up 4-0. And continuing on is Smashly finally pushing through the pack.
Ava Derci gets to that 4 wall, has a little help from number 13, and right up the inside line for 4 more. First points, Jet City.
Yes. Look at that, 8 points, 8-0.
Fantastic.
Just like that, we're down to the last game of the day on Track 3.
In the white, that's number 33, Melbo Smackaroni, up against number 5. In the blue, Ivana Hercha.
I do like the name, Melbo Smackaroni. That's pretty awesome. And Melbo smackaroniing, but not able to get through the pack. Ivana Hercha dips around the outside for lead jammer.
And it looks like Macaroni is going to sit in the penalty box. 30 seconds of opportunity here for the skaters from Jet City.
And Penny Slane holding Ivana Hercha back as long as possible. Ivana finally getting past for 4. And Jet City choosing to we'll just sit back.
Little
and regroup.
Passive offense.
Sure. Like, we'll see how you do on your own, and then we'll come help out if we need to.
And it looks like another 4 in the sky. Wasatch looking to get on the board as we're well into this first start of the game.
Yes, Ivana Hercha with a nice one-legged backwards skate through the pack on that last pass for 4. as Melbo Smackaroni out of the penalty box and now rolling back around the outside.
Hersha with a 3-wall of defensive blockers. Oh, and a little help from number 1, who will be issued a penalty. Actually, it looks like Jet City going to lose number 3 to the penalty box.
That's Chicklets Rock heading to the box, and star pass complete. Melbo Smackaroni passing off to Bipolar Curves.
Oh, a tough tumble. Looks like slipped of the skate with a screaming frustration to get back up. Number 314 holding the helmet cover. Bipolar Curves attempting to get that star pass.
So 16 for Jet City takes them to 24-0 with 26 minutes-ish to go in the half.
It looked like one of those moments where your skate just catches the floor wrong. That's the quick response of these skaters to get right back up and going again.
Yes.
Number 261, Carpe Jugulum, going up against number 3, Mary Contrary, captain for Jet City today.
And both jammers tied up, but pushing towards the front. Carpe Jugulum, lead jammer Wasatch.
With hands a-waving, giving some cues to the other blockers. Getting through, putting some points. Let's see how many Wasatch on the board. 3 points.
Hip checked out, but a good job call off the jam early. So coming up, and well, you're going to want to watch the rest of this game, but starting at 9 p.m. is our all-ages after party tonight at Mama's Hot Wings, serving Eugene for over 8 years, 13th and Lawrence, just down the street.
I did have some cheese curds delivered from there, fresh and hot by a teammate.
Right.
It was fantastic. I can contest. Number 54 in the white for Wasatch is Smashley once again, but Jet City losing their jammer, Crash Smash 'em. It's a battle of the smashings.
Yes, smash 'em, Smashley. Smashley lead jammer.
I don't know if you've noticed our fantastic mascot in the corner.
Yes, Sassy Squash.
Gets a little bit of that action.
I don't know, Sassy's like, as with all Sasquatch and Yeti, good at hiding from the camera. It keeps almost getting there.
All right, Smashley, true to the name, busting through, but has a 3-wall, 1 to beat, and gets out for Wasatch.
Dodging past the Mexorcist to pick up the 4 points. Crash Smash 'em. Back in, hands off to Tierra Nova Thrasher. So if you're scoring in the stands or at home, please shift your jammer number to 7 for Jet City.
Smashley trying to get some help from number 128 and ride up the inside line. Takes a tough tumble. Meanwhile, Jet City is going to lose their blocker number 13 to the penalty box, leaving the jammer 1 less offensive blocker to get them through. Decides to reset behind and actually misses number 128. Doesn't have to.
Yep, Tierra Nova Thrasher forced out to the outside. Coming back on the in and almost clear, but not quite.
I could hear that fall from here, Scott. I could almost feel it in my feet, so that was a really tough.
That was a solid impact to the sport court.
Yeah, give it up for Wasatch's jammer. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Next up on our Derby Warehouse jam line, derbywarehouse.com for all your Derby gear needs. Number 66, are you ready, jamming for Jet City and for Wasatch? We got Melbo Smackaroni.
If you double up Smackaroni, you got the lead jammer, number 66. Are you ready?
You're ready, looking on the outside. Calls off the jam as Melbo Smackaroni moving in quick.
Smackaroni saying, I really wanted that point. I
Really?
really wanted that. Is there ever a point a jammer doesn't want?
I can't think of one. So 24-14.
I can think of one from a previous rule set.
Ah, yes. Very true.
Ooh, a pivot line start as both teams starting to kind of feel each other out. Number 3 in the blue for our skater today. That's Mary Contrary. But your lead jammer out there, Carpe Jugulum, a.k.a. Jugs.
Got to get the AKA in there just in case.
Well, they did specifically write
they
it
did
in
call
the
it out.
write-up.
Remember, whatever you put in the mothership ends up in our mouths. Carpe Jugulum clear, 4 points. Mary Contrary also out of the pack. Completes the initial pass.
Pack getting a little strung out. Jet City's blockers up at the top manages to kind of hold back. Just a few more. Jet City 24, Wasatch catching up 21. Everybody's favorite, a close game.
Yeah, Wasatch holding Jet City scoreless for the last 4 jams. Ava Derche out to try and change that up against number 54, Smashley.
Ava Derche starting in a very low jammer position, hiding behind that wall of blockers.
Bombshell with the hip check out and the rollback of Smashley. But Eva Derche bumped out and rolled back by bipolar curves. It's both pivots getting involved.
Derche to the outside has 1 to go, and it is not lead at this time. No pass, no penalty, but still an opportunity for a lead jammer to be called.
Yep, and an opportunity for a nice little jump in the corner. Collect the points. Even if you're not lead jammer, you can get the points.
And Wasatch's jammer getting the whoop whoop from the corner coach. That's the call that jam.
I haven't heard the whoop whoop used as the call off the jam, but what the heck, it carries.
Hey, some corner coaches hold up their handkerchiefs of different colors, do fancy dances, but I did hear a very distinct whoop whoop. Number 33, Melbo Smackaroni up against number 66 in the blue. Are you ready? I think they are.
I think so. And are you ready? Dance, dance, dance on the inside. Oh. Revolution complete. Lead jammer Jet City.
Are you ready with some fantastic footwork? When you say dance, we really mean hop, jump, 1 toe, 1 foot, or just slide
or just duck
right
a lot.
through.
What the heck?
Oh,
and then start playing defense, because why not?
An attempt to recycle that jammer back in, but are you ready? Definitely making their team proud, trying to take that apex jump. No points for either, but a worthy effort.
So a 4-0 run for Jet City takes them to 32, Wasatch 21.
All right, that's number 261, Jugs, going up against number 5. That's Ivana Hercha.
And everybody just stopping on the jammer line except, oh, Jugs almost. Yes is clear.
Yes.
Not lead jammer, but again saying I'm going to get out and might as well get some points. Oh,
Cut
what?
track, penalty.
And Sassy Squash cannot believe it in the corner.
Jugs.
Clearly the referee's not paying attention to the mascot.
Jug's going to sit out for 30 seconds, giving Ivana Hercha an opportunity to get some points on the board for the team in blue. Jet City, 4 more.
Ivana squaring up for the second run, but bumped out. Penny Slane with the hip check. And Ivana on the outside edge. Clean footwork. 4 more points.
I would say, although right now in the opportunity for Jet City, they've played really clean so far. That might be, as in most cases, the type of points that matter is whether you're skating clean, staying on the track.
Exactly. 261. Carpe Jugulum is clear. Jam called off.
Another 3 points going up for Jet City, leading your score 40-21.
Hey, Hit This Derby Gear is the exclusive skate shop for the Big O. Before you hit the track, hit this.
That's right. I just went and bought a new helmet. I had it custom fitted over there with like 27 inserts until I had just the right fit. So
that's super important to get the helmet fitting right.
That's right. And I'm really happy because, you know, those S1 helmets keep your noggin safe.
Smashley with a star for Wasatch. Mary Contrary jamming for Jet City.
Looks like nobody's going anywhere.
Nobody.
This is the first jam that we haven't really moved forward off that line, off that first turn.
And just as you say that, Smashley breaks free. Lead jammer Wasatch.
Showing a little fatigue for that push, that effort to get off of turn one. And, oh, a nice hit out. It looks like we are going to see some big recycling all the way back.
Yeah, Mary Contrary almost thought she was clear, but the blocker did not go out of bounds.
Those are those proud blocker moments of your life.
Just,
I
did the thing.
Ever did.
2 points, Wasatch, 43-23.
Well, we've seen this mix-up before. Number 33, that's Smackaroni, up against number 66 for Jet City. Are you ready? They seem to match well together. You would never think whether the lineup coaches are actually planning the matchups or
just
it just
the
happens
order
that way.
order lines up right. Are you ready? Looking outside, elbow smasheroni, just smasheroning through the middle.
Some nice work by the Wasatch defense to just really keep Are You Ready on bay. They're saying, we're not ready for you to get past.
Not quite. And Jet City holding elbow smackaroni back. Are You Ready? Finally clear lead jammer.
Getting some cheers from their bench. Are You Ready? Looking for some more. And a slow moving wall up at the top. Are You Ready for 4 points?
A little jump, a little swerve. Clears with the 4. Elbow smackaroni bumped out and forced back by Razor Wrecker.
Oh, I'm seeing some amazing defense by number 128 in the white.
Yeah.
That's Penny Slane. I've just been seeing him slaying those jammers. But Are You Ready? Gets through. And it looks like 128's going to sit for a little bit of that. I was going to say,
classic announcer curse. You're like, oh, Penny Slane's doing great. And to the box.
Yes. I wasn't the only one noticing.
No, we were like, yeah, she's killing it. Oops. Star pass to some watery tart right at the end of that jam.
That's right. Looks like a little discussion with the referees for a moment here. We do have the teams lining up on the pivot line. Jet City's blockers getting ready. And a timeout will be called by Wasatch. So the social media team's been working feverishly all weekend. We hope you are enjoying and viewing the live tweets, the Facebook coverage, and if you got something to say to us, give us a shout out, say hello. Our social media team will come by surely and let us know if we're saying anything crazy.
Hopefully. Remember, hashtag BigO2019. Let's thank our officials for this game. Your skating and non-skating officials for this game. Doesn't matter. Colin M. Fairley, Nacho, Kieran Duncan, Piratical, Elemental, Duke Skellington, Dolan It Out, Kill C. Grammar, Cairo Fracture, Mass Wild, Wiley, Zoonotic, Galvatron, Wisp Herter, and Ultra Violent Blue.
Well, it's been a fantastic start to the Big O. Have you
It's been
enjoyed
good.
yourself?
I have enjoyed myself today. Has everyone else enjoyed? Crowd, are you enjoying yourselves? Are you entertained?
Are you entertained? We appreciate everybody's enthusiasm. We're just getting this tournament party started. I had to remind myself. I was watching our local men's roller derby team, the Lane County Concussion, skating as an MRDA team, but with a mix-up of all of our favorite people, really talented. And I had to remind myself, you cannot scream. You cannot scream.
You're not allowed to scream because...
Did a little loud stomping. Cheer stomping is encouraged. Back to the action at hand. Ivana Hercha in the blue up against Carpe Jugs, for short, Jugulum, in the white.
Ivana Hercha deposited to the track. Carpe Jugulum does indeed seize the Jugulum and clears the pack for lead jammer. And now we're all going to just skate really fast for a while, I guess.
That is some speedy derby, which is kind of refreshing, to be honest.
It's fun once in a while.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Kind of, you know, don't get my point, I'm running.
That's right. Well, Wasatch got 4, Jet City got 1. Takes us to 56-27.
That's Smashley in the white up against Eva Derche in the blue for Jet City. All right, Smashley with a slow start gives a little leeway for Eva Derche to get in front. And is it enough leeway? No, Eva Derche getting a cut track on that inside line. Going to sit.
Slightly too much leeway, perhaps. Eva Derche not taking advantage.
Smashley gets knocked to the outside, decides to take the no pass, but is not your lead jammer. An opportunity for Wasatch. Got at least 20 seconds to play.
Yep, and a 2-minute jam for everyone.
Up the inside, Smashley goes down as number 9, the blocker for Jet City, resets. 16 with a hip bump, and Smashley for 4 points.
Smashley approaching on pass number 2. Tied up as Eva Derche out of the penalty box and back. Re-engaged, star in hand. Dances up the inside, clears the pack.
And replaces that star designation, ready for points. Num, 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 num.
Kind of important to get that back on your head.
Oh, you see it happen, though.
I have.
Eva Derche, 4 points in the sky, right close behind, but recycled by the Jet City power blockers out there. Really putting in work, allowing Eva Derche to catch up. Already at the back of the pack.
Ooh, Razor Wrecker with the shoulder to knock Smashley out of bounds.
That was some power behind that
shot. It's like feet were a little tied up and just the right angle.
Yeah, some good footwork out there by Jet City's blockers. Very much in control of where Smashley can go. And a penalty being issued, it looks like, to one of the pivots for Wasatch. Going to sit. One of the pivots, the pivot.
They got more than one? Wait, what?
So starting in a deficit, Wasatch, 3 blockers on the track. Number 338, Thorn to be Wild, taking the helmet as the jammer for white. And in the blue, I haven't seen that for a minute here. That's number 5, Ivana Hercha. 51, excuse me. That's Crash Smash.
I was going to say, that's Crash.
Smash 'em.
Crash is shorter than Ivana. That's the key.
You just see a 5 sometimes.
I know. It's that one, it like shrinks up. Crash pushing towards the front as the recycle of Thorn to be Wild, and Crash Smash him out. Lead jammer, Jet City Bombers.
Good choice for Jet City to put that push through jammer on the track. Gives an opportunity to kind of work through those hardcore blocking teams.
Speaking of hardcore blocking, Terror Faceoff holding on to Thorn to be Wild as the only blocker at the front.
And with a very smart call off immediately, 4 points in the board for Jet City. Our score started to creep away from Wasatch, 72, Jet City 35, Wasatch.
Carpe Jugulum back out with a star for Wasatch against 03 Mary Contrary for Jet City. Jammer splitting the pack on either side. Lead jammer Carpe Jugulum. That was some pretty footwork.
And number 19, Riot Atcha, bringing back the Jet City's jammer once again. Still on their initial pass. And finally out, Jet City's jammer with some fantastic hair, I might
Yes,
add.
Carpe Jugulum setting up to play some defense and let her get absorbed. Mary got past. Carpe calls off the jam, or Jugs calls off the jam. Take the 4 points and call it.
Sounds like a real good plan there, Scott.
It does. Hey, you want more information about the WFTDA Continental Cups or their hosts? Visit WFTDA.com/cups.
That's where we find all our fantastic statistical information, rankings, who's playing who, all those Division II playoff findings.
Yes, we were at the Jet City and I were at the Continental Cup in Omaha last year. It was a very good time. Not as good time as the Big O.
Oh, it can never be.
Because it's only one track.
Well, yeah, and we have 3 tracks, 3 days, and we're in fabulous Eugene, Oregon, where luck may be with us with the sunny skies this weekend.
Are you ready? Called for the back block. Sent to the penalty box. Melbo Smackaroni.
And it looks like Jet City losing a blocker to the penalty box as Smackaroni has one less to get past. Opportunity here for Wasatch. Do we have any Wasatch fans in the house? Oh,
there you
yeah.
go. Beautiful open the door block from Riot Atcha there on that last run. Just clearing the lane to let Melbo Smackaroni through for lead jammer.
Smackaroni with a big smile on their face. It's the kind of jamming I like to see.
Yes, I
Ooh.
like the white mouth guard because it always looks like you're smiling even if you're not. It's just like, yeah.
Are you
I'm
ready?
feeling fine.
Kind of blasted through there, but held scoreless by Wasatch's jammer. Now that is a real smile, Scott. A real smile.
I believe it. The lips were turned up, so I think it was legit.
Oh, we've seen all the faces of anguish in the still life photography of Derby. I much love like the live stream. We hope you're out there enjoying the live stream and enjoying your Big O tournament weekend. Hit us up on Twitter at #BigO2019. If you love it, let us know.
Yes, and if you have your dog in the house and you want to take a picture of your dog or cat right here in the building, you can hashtag that Big O Cats /hashtag Big O Dogs.
On the track, Wasatch has one sitting out as both jammers struggling at the top of the pack. Everybody's playing backwards Derby for a minute. As Ivana Hercha resets as well. Smashley number 54 to the outside.
And Ivana Hercha out and lead jammer.
That was See Ya Wouldn't Wanna Be Ya holding Smashley. Nice work up there with number 3. Chick Let's Rock. I love good blocking combinations when you see successful strategy on the track. It's a beautiful thing.
Smashley finally clear. Ivana Hercha breaks out, grabs another 4, calls off the jam.
Well, if you want more of the WFTDA Continental Cups or their hosts, you can visit the WFTDA.com/cups.
Ooh, the late timeout call. Just as things were about to go.
That's right. I don't know if we have named it, but our Derby Jam Line sponsor today for Track 3 is the Derby Warehouse. So if you want any gear online, check out the derbywarehouse.com.
For all your Derby gear. Official review called.
They do look like they are speaking very
There's
officially.
some earnest discussion happening in the middle of the track.
Well, this is coming to be the last game on track 3 this evening. We hope you have enjoyed the first day. We still have some more action later on tonight. On track 2, you can catch V-Town versus Red Stick. And tomorrow, games all day.
All day.
All darn day. Of course, some of our big mashups for our local team is going to be Eugene Emerald City Roller Derby playing Copenhagen tomorrow at 2 o'clock. So
that should be fun.
Of local fans there. We got some Bomber fans in the house.
Yes, they brought their Go Bombers sign. They're holding it up, and Sassy Squash was actually just on the screen. I thought apparently can be photographed. Don't forget at 9 o'clock, starting at 9, which is half an hour from now, but you want to wait for the end of the game. Head down to Mama's Hot Wings for our all-ages after party. 420 West 13th Avenue in Eugene. Mama's Hot Wings serving Eugene for over 8 years. All natural chicken wings, a variety of sandwiches, salads, microbrews, and cocktails. Hot Mama's Wings. 100% locally owned, born and raised like 3 blocks down the street.
Wasatch is requesting the retraction of white
online,
128 illegal positioning penalty as a result of them believing that there was jostling prior to the jam start.
We apologize as we were not hearing our official review findings. It looks like they're discussing still. The referees are going to let us know in just a few
what the outcome of the review was.
Well, we've been enjoying this Friday game against the Jet City Roller Derby Bombers in blue and the Wasatch Roller Derby Midnight Terror in white. If you are joining us on the live interwebs, we hope you're enjoying the stream. We still have plenty of action tonight.
We do. You got V-Town Red Stick about to start over on track 2. And over on track 1, Denver versus Montreal.
I bet you that's going to be a great game.
I'm guessing it probably will. These teams will play again tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. on track 2. Jet City will take on Eville.
After further review, the illegal positioning penalty on white 128 will stand. Wasatch will lose their official review for the half.
All right, thank you for that. Wasatch playing tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. right here on track 3 against V-Town.
That's Carpe Jugulum up against Eva Dershi. A matchup we've seen plenty of times this evening so far. We've got just 4 minutes, 42 seconds to go in this first half.
And an empty penalty box. All skaters eligible to be on the track are on the track, at least for this moment.
We shall never speak of such things, but lead jammer going to Eva Dershi.
Carpe Jugulum out of the pack and through as well.
Eva Dershi listening to that corner coach. Call it, call it. Nobody calls it faster. 2 points on the board for Jet City, 82-40.
And we reset. Are you ready? With the star for Jet City. And 338, Thorn to be Wild, jamming for Wasatch.
Both jammers kind of eyeing each other up at the start of the line. And Thorn to be Wild up the inside. Your lead jammer, Wasatch.
That was a very pretty move.
And right behind them is Are You Ready? Just creeping in, trying to take that inside line. Forces the call off.
And a race to the penalty box as well between a Jet City blocker and the Wasatch pivot. But a scoreless jam.
Has been a more fast derby game than I've seen in a while. I am enjoying it. Some of the slow derby has been so tedious. I like the race.
It's been good and racy.
I like the wind.
Ivana Herchett jamming for Jet City. Smashley, the star for Wasatch.
Smashly taken to the outside, resets right away as the blocker who initiated that contact is going off for a penalty. Smashly, your lead for Wasatch. Meanwhile, a tumble on the outside turn resets the Jet City Jammer all the way to the back.
Jet City, 2 blockers on the track.
Ivana Hercha still can't get past. Oh, and finally gets out of number 128's grip. That's Penny Slane. And up at the top, the pivot for Jet City. A little help from number 19, offense on Wasatch. Smashly out again.
I like Penny Slane's reaction after Ivana blew past. Like, wait, why didn't anyone tell me she was there?
2 minutes to go, less than 2 minutes on this. 1 minute on the period clock. We've got plenty of time for another jam. I like the excitement, Scott. I like seeing these teams start to really get to know each other. This score is definitely reflecting some huge efforts on both blocking offense and defense on each team. I can't quite pick who I'm seeing is a little bit more in control. I think it's pretty even.
It's been jumping back and forth. 12-7 on that jam. Wasatch now 52, Jet City 89.
I know Scott's been taking some lovely stats over here, so he'll let us know at the half if anything is showing up in those patterns of who's doing what. But right now the pattern is Wasatch is fighting for the inside, but Jet City out. You're going to be mad. It's not the lead. It's a penalty. Mary Contreras is going to sit for 30 seconds. And right now,
jam comes to a close.
Jam's out, yeah. All right, we're going to start a deficit City, both their pivot jammer. This is Wasatch's opportunity. Wasatch fans, let's hear it for the Midnight Terror.
And Wasatch sending Carpe Jugulin back out. Jugs on the power start.
Jugs took a whip off of their teammates' curtail and just whipped around that outside line. Love to see it. Got to have those real strong uniforms for that.
Yes, do love the shirt whip.
That was a beautiful move. Wasatch really pulling through some energy at the end of this first period. 40 seconds on the period clock, 1 minute, 30 seconds on the jam clock. Wasatch probably going to eat up every second of this as long as they're scoring.
That they are. Carpe Jugulin forced out of bounds. Mary Contreras out of the penalty box.
The Jug's kind of caught at the back, but gets right past.
Tripped up by shoulder check from Tierra Nova Thrasher, and Jugs calls off the jam.
12, 9, 8, some seconds left. We'll see if we get any more.
There are seconds
come
remaining.
To the end. Looks like we're going to go into the halftime.
Hey, look, there we are. We're back on the screen. Halftime score, 89-56. We're going to take...
That's fantastic, Scott.
It is. We're going to take a 10-minute break, and we'll be back with the second half of Jet City versus Wasatch.
Well, I'm Apple Bottoms Up, and we'll be back in just a few. Well, hold on. We got to wait and see. Everybody's doing that thing where they're still on the track.
There's the whistle.
It's official. All right, Scott Chicken. It's been a pleasure to...
It has. And that's a half. Well, that's another half in like 9 minutes.
Yeah, it'll be a pleasure then, too.
All right. Come back to track number, what is this? Track 3, right?
We're on track
this is track 3.
Scott Chicken, and
it's been a long day.
I just scooted real close
you did,
to you.
really subtly close. And then they went to this shot instead of us on the screen.
That's okay.
But that's all right. Jet City Roller Derby Bombers 89. Wasatch Roller Derby Midnight Terror 56.
What kind of information have you
No, that would require me to look.
From this
fairly even on the lead jammer.
Yeah.
Statuses. I think the difference being mainly Jet City picking up more multi-pass passes when they have lead than Wasatch has, and that shows in the, what is that, 24 points, 34 points, something like that. I can't do this math. You're putting me on the test and making me do math.
30 some odd points, but you know, we all know in Derby that's like, you know, a couple penalties in a minute.
Exactly.
And as the second period gets underway, we're going to see who cleans up their act, who stays out of the penalty box, and if both teams continue to dominate getting lead. It's kind of gone back and forth, which is exciting. I hope you're enjoying it at home.
Yeah, and I hope you will hashtag us if you're watching at home or here with hashtag Big O 2019. And what the heck, you can use hashtag Big O Track 3 if you want to let people know exactly where you are.
Ooh, Track 3
Track
fans.
3. I'm just not leaving Track 3. At least not for the next 30 minutes of gameplay.
Well, if you can't be here in real life, we hope you're enjoying it on the interwebs. Let us know. And we're going to get started here in just a moment. Wasatch Roller Derby in the white, putting up number 54, Smashley. Once again, Jet City, Eva Derchi, number 10 in the blue. And we'll be getting this underway in just a smidge.
And there's the whistle to start us off. Penalty box empty to start the half. I think Chicklets Rock thought she was going to get somebody out, but did not.
Eva Derchi for the lead, Jet City.
Smashley looking to the outside, back to the in. Eva Derchi, ooh, hip checked out right at the end.
Eva Derchi's kind of struggling at the back of this three wall of blockers. Can't get past that turn. Smashley having an opportunity. It gets out. Struggling, but through. Eva Derchi calling that jam.
And collects all 4 points.
Bringing Jet City 93, Wasatch 56.
Next up, Ivana Hercha back out. Number 5, jamming for Jet City. Wasatch sends 338. Thorn to be wild to the jammer line. To the Derby Warehouse jammer line. Thorn to be wild, pushed left to the right and almost out of bounds. Not quite. As the penalty thins their pack down.
Tough hit to the Wasatch jammer by number 1, Jet City.
See ya, wouldn't want to be ya.
I was going to say, Scott, you probably know
I
who that
do
one.
know who that was. I've seen her before. And Ivana Hercha is through for 5 points.
That's the beauty of having your home team announcer on the webcast. You can tell their bodies and their skating from this view a little further away than what you guys are seeing at home. Up here on the stage, watching over. Ivana Hercha taken to the back side. Meanwhile, the pivot for Wasatch returns to the track. Everybody loves it when they're all on the track. Jet City, 4 in the sky. Looks like falling small out there is Thorn. Stashing.
It's an important skill. And Ivana Hercha steps around the outside again for 4 more, 12 total.
I will say, since we're sharing this house announcer, we cannot let y'all know what you see at home till it's happened. That
Yes.
star stash by Wasatch comes to an end. 1 point on the board for Jet City.
Takes him over the 100-point mark to 106.56 for Wasatch.
Are you ready? Number 66 for Jet City Bombers and number 261 Jugs for the Midnight Terror. There's Bombers, there's Terror. It sounds very scary.
It's a very scary evening here. Are you ready?
Oh.
Shoving forward.
Waiting to see that. Yes, lead jammer. Oh, a huge hit to the Wasatch jammer. Loving that. It was legal. It was good. And everybody's still on the track, Scott.
Exactly. And Are You Ready goes down, so not getting a huge advantage out of it. Does jump in and take out her own blocker. Calls off the jam. Sierra Nova Thrasher on the receiving end. Are you ready? He's like, wait, that's the wrong bench. I'll go back over here.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you kind of forget
The
where
whole
you came
bench
from.
switch thing. You know, it's confusing.
Number 54, Smashley, out there once again up against number 3, Mary Contrary.
Mary pushing to the front. Terror face-off offering some offensive assistance, but out the side, Smashley lead jammer.
Right at ya. Last line of defense for Mary Contrary to get out with those purpley pink braids. Some cheers from the crowd for Mary Contrary. Did she get any? None for either. The best hope you can have is just that 0-0. I didn't get any, you didn't get any, nobody's happy.
It's just mutual disappointment.
That's right. Sometimes that's what Derby is. Eva Derche, number 10 in the blue, up against Thorn in the white, number 338. Thorn to be wild. I won't sing anymore.
I didn't know it was karaoke night. Eva Derche lead jammer for Jet City.
And immediately Wasass's returning skater from the box going to try to put on a little brakes. Not enough to stop Derche. Eva Derche, 2 points.
Quickly through, quickly calling.
Breaking the 100 mark, 108, Jet City, Wasatch 57. 24 minutes, 15 seconds to go in this second half. If you're in the area enjoying, check out the Eugene Cascades and the coast. We've got real adventure. Plan your Oregon vacation at the Eugene Cascades and coast. I certainly enjoy it. I live here. It's fantastic.
There you go. Ivana Hercha jamming against Carpe Jugulum. Jugs knocked out and rolled back by Bombshell, who then returns the favor again. Ivana Hercha looking left and right and bumped out. And Carpe Jugulum lead jammer.
That's Smackaroni working out there as a fantastic pivot blocking, but now being issued a penalty. Every time I try to give props, they get the penalty. I've got the touch.
You do. You are on it today. She's you're being cursed now.
At least our pivot is happy with us.
That's right. So 3 points for Wasatch, taking them to 60. Jet City held scoreless in that jam, 108.
Well, I think Wasatch loves that held scoreless thing. Let's try to do some catch up. It's number 54, Smashley, going up against Mary Contrary. Our track crew out there keeping us safe, making sure these teams are playing well. The track is holding up to all these big hits out there, Scott. You know that he's taking a beating.
Yes, it is. Mary Contrary, lead jammer and pushing through. As Chicklets Rock heads to the penalty box, and Smashley is clear of the pack. Mary Contrary checks at the bench, calls off the jam. A 4-0 run for Jet City.
Thorn to be wild in the white for Wasatch, up against Ava Derche, number 10 in the blue.
One skater advantage in the pack for Wasatch. And now back to even. Eva Derche forced out, rolls back. And now both jammers held up.
Thorn to be wild with a big 3-wall of Jet City blockers. Those bombers holding to that name, not giving any inches.
Yeah, it's everybody on the sled day today.
Well, we had
Hope
that
you're-
fast game in the first half, so you know how
Right.
it goes.
We got to. Everybody's enjoying leg day. Just push and push and push.
That's right. You got to keep moving, but boy, it's so tiring. That's that anaerobic workout.
Federci forced out, rolls back.
Thornaby Wild just has number 13 to beat from the Bombers, the Mexorcist, and gets through your lead jammer, Wasatch.
And Mexorcist to the penalty box as star pass complete for Jet City. Tierra Nova Thrasher now with the star.
Nice offensive sweep by the Wasatch, blocking Crew, getting Thorn some open space to eat all those points.
So 112-64, 20 minutes to go in the period. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Oh, that's who's skating.
That's who's
okay,
jamming, yeah.
Gotcha.
I like
I'm ready
that.
to
That was
see
good.
some more of that fantastic offense work. I just love it when a jammer just gets through because their blockers open up all the spots. Let's see if we can do that again. Right now, Wasatch's jammer having to reset behind that 3-wall at the back. And a penalty being issued. Looks like we're going to be losing the pivot for Wasatch. Meanwhile, Jet City, are you ready? Is out.
But not
the
lead.
jam. Yeah, not lead.
No, lead called earlier for 261 Carpe Jugulum.
Smart play, Jugular. Excuse me, Jugulum. I'll just call him Jugs. Great track awareness, and we got some, coaches on the edges kind of helping out. Nothing like a little help from your friends. We're not quite ready to have the ear
No, not
microphones in there.
Would be fun, but no. Ivana Hercha jamming against Smashley.
Smashley recycles behind Jet City's jammer, getting a cut track. Excuse me, number 3, Chick Let's Rock, kind of helping to incur that penalty.
And now Beethoven's Fist heading to the penalty box, so 2-on-2 in the pack.
Nice attempt at that apex jump for Jet City's jammer. Ivana is going to try it again.
Now 3-on-2 back to 4-on-3. As blockers returning from penalty boxes. Ivana Hercha forced out again and rolling in too early, cuts the track. Beautiful run back from Wasatch.
A good opportunity for Smashley to get some points on there. We got
Indeed.
any Wasatch fans in the house.
There they are. They were paying attention this time as
That's right.
Smashley completes the initial.
Need all the help you can get from your friends. And a beautiful turn.
That was pretty. Little spin, a little hop, a little 4 points. Wasatch continuing, moving forward, almost
Setting
a little
up.
bit of offensive run.
Sometimes even just that little movement forward gets the opposing blockers to kind of string out just enough. Not this time, but Smashley's out for 4. Everybody's on the track.
Ivana Hercha clear for 4 as well.
Smashley aware that Hercha's back in. Smashley, a cut track penalty on that last re-entry.
3 cut tracks for jammers in the jam. It's quite a few. 2 points up
Well, we
for
know
Smashley.
17 minutes to go. These teams have been skating very hard against one another. It's still a pretty good score, but Jet City is starting to pull away to the point where Wasatch has had some really recent successes. We'd like to keep seeing that. Sassy Sasquatch out there really still giving it up.
It's showing up on the screen. Timeout called.
Well, if you didn't know it, the Eugene Weekly is our local alternative free newspaper. As a matter of fact, some of our roller derby legends like Aaron Bullet Brains was featured on the cover of the Eugene Weekly years ago when I was just a wee little 20-something and old. And
the good old days.
I remember seeing that and being like, oh my gosh, I'd love to be that chick.
That's the coolest thing ever.
That is, but your insight can be found online at theugeneweekly.com.
I'd like to thank our Jamline sponsor for this game, Derby Warehouse, derbywarehouse.com for all your Derby needs. And don't forget on your social media, hit us up with hashtag BigO2019.
Last year, my mom took the picture of my dog watching me, listening to my voice as I announced it. It had that confused look, but it was very cute. So if you got a dog or a cat, you can take a picture of them and also post that at hashtag BigOCats or hashtag BigODogs.
Or if you want to take a picture of Applebottom's cat or dog, send that in too.
That's right. All right, 66, are you ready? Coming up in the blue, looking for all the points on this Pow Pow Power Jam Jet City.
Nicely done. Power start, and I thought Arya was going to try and go around the outside. I'm like, no, they're standing on the line. That's not going to work.
That's right. Jet City with that. I'm not playing. We're not moving. You better be stringing game.
Are you ready, airborne?
Big jump.
Lands it inbounds.
Beautiful. Are you ready to see any more, Scott? I am.
I am, absolutely. Always.
Oh,
Always looking
yeah.
for some airborne jumpage.
I love it. And as the other team has to realize they got to get off that turn because it's just going to keep happening.
This time, rolls a little farther forward, so Arya has to attempt to bump in.
Smashley going to sit for 30 seconds for Wasatch. Looks like we're going to allow some time to tend to our players here, Scott Chicken.
Yes, indeed.
And right now we have an official timeout, but a big cheer from the crowd as Wasatch's pivot is going to be safely helped off the court.
Rolled back to the medic chairs.
Giving it up to Harmony Medical that they have been taking care of us for years. The only reason we can host this tournament is because we are staffed with all tracks having emergency staff personnel ready to tend to our skaters. Right now, an official timeout is going to, a timeout being requested.
Official review.
An official review.
Yes. Wasatch calling for the official review. Their jammer sits in the penalty box.
Well, if you're out and about and you are part of this local scene, you can check out our after party starting right down the road on 13th and Lawrence. That's Hot Mama's Wings. All ages at 9 o'clock. At a certain point, we will kick those children out, but they can go get some wings, all natural with a variety of sandwiches, salads, microbrews, and cocktails. I know you like those, Scott. Hot Mama's Wings.
They're 100% locally owned, born, and raised.
That's right. And if you want hot and you say hot, holy smokes, you better be ready for a glass of milk.
Gonna melt my face.
Yes, they literally carry milk because that's the best thing to drink
that
when
is
you have really
definitely the
hot
best
wings. I was like, why are people drinking milk? This is odd.
Oh, because they're melting. All right, let's hear what the official review is about. once the microphone gets going.
All right.
That's all right.
They'll come and let us know in just a few.
We'll find out.
Well, we'll see what happens in just a few seconds, but Wasatch has requested that official review, and as the referees and officials discuss that, we'll just discuss our own thing.
I think they're talking about what kind of wings they're going to get.
Well,
They claim it's an official review, but they're really like, I'm thinking hot. And one of them's like, but I don't like milk.
Well, again, like I said, they have the cheese curds. They are fried. They're delicious. I really do enjoy that. And it's a great kind of like a local scene. The last year I was there, the entire team comes in and everybody's tired and exhausted, and they look up at me in line. They go, "Weren't you announcing our game?" Yes, I was. It was so fun. I got to sit down and have dinner with the whole team.
Nice. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. track 1, Boston versus Dock City. Same time right here on this track is Sailor versus Sacramento.
Ooh, I'm really excited. I'm excited to see Rose Montreal tomorrow. I'm excited to see Bridgetown, Vancouver, because they're kind of like brother cities. I mean, they're quite literally over the river.
Just across the river. Not even any woods between.
Yeah, that's right. Just a bridge that definitely backs up a lot. So it's always fun to see teams that know each other, but even more fun are these teams from super far away in the world. I don't know where the Los Anarchists are from.
They're from Los Angeles, California.
I figured. They seem like, instead of angels, they're anarchists. We're going to have Denver's B team on Sunday at noon going up against Boston. And if you're interested in WFTDA Sunday at 6:30, don't forget Rose versus Denver. Scott, what happened?
So Wasatch was looking for an expulsion on the Jet City Jammer for illegal contact. Based on the information the referees had, the no call will stand.
That's right, and that means Wasatch has lost their official review for that.
That does.
All right, Invitational, number 10 on the line for Jet City. And kind of a pivot slash half in the front, half in the back. We'll see what happens. It worked.
Woohoo! Through and lead jammer Invitational. Smashley starting the jam in the penalty box.
Nice technique by the Jet City blockers, splitting that pack up, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Meanwhile, the pivot for Wasatch going to sit and join their jammer. Smashley standing now in the penalty box.
And Invitational heading to the penalty box for the cut track.
Ooh, a jammer swap. Oh, not quite a jammer
no
swap
at all.
because Smashley was already out. Smashley to that outside, gets knocked, decides to recycle, tries to find an open line, but not getting any room on those Jet City bombers.
And forced out again. Chicklets Rock closing down the outside line. See, you wouldn't want to be with the rollback. Now Smash trying, but shoulder out again. And Smashley forced out, penalty kill complete. Invitational out of the box, but not able to make it. Door closed by Riot Atcha.
Riot Atcha has been putting on a lot of defensive knocks and recycles. Also up there, number 128.
Yeah, Penny Slane and Riot Atcha teaming up on that blocker clinic.
Oh, running into the back of Jet City's blocker. Ping pong, number 261. Carpe Jugulum.
That was star pass complete. Carpe Jugulum got sandwiched the last time, and this time just blasting through the middle.
That's right. And again, those types of calls now at the discretion of the referees.
Yeah.
If they deem those blast throughs, even with legal contact, to be egregious, the referee now has the ability to issue a penalty to that jammer.
Well, not in that one. That was not egregious.
That
it was beautifully executed.
Beautiful. And I love it when they beautifully executed, and everyone stays on the track.
8-8 jam, 139.82, 13:20 to go in the game.
Ivana Hercha up against that is the Macaroni. They who shall be called Melbo's Macaroni.
Ivana Hercha almost through, but slides into the outside and called for the high block.
Macaroni out there. Smackaroni. It's going to get me every time. Smack trying to get past that three wall of blockers. Bomber blockers. They're a unique group. Tough to pass. Oh, Elbow trying every trick.
And Wasatch waiting, letting Elbow Smackaroni push forward. Finally gets lead jammer.
And a penalty now being issued to Jet City. They went too far.
Yep.
It's
too far, and both of them heading to the box.
Melbo's Macaroni.
4-on-2 pack advantage for Wasatch. Jet City trying to speed things up.
Smackaroni, 4 more.
Ivana Hercha also getting through, completes the initial.
One of the most exciting jams we've seen this evening, Scott. I'm loving it. Everybody's on and off the track. Wasatch calls it.
Calling off jams.
Doing all the dang things. Wasatch 7 points on that last jam for Melbo's Macaroni.
Takes Wasatch to 89. Jet City 139. 11.5 to go in our game.
Ooh, the excitement is building at track 3.
261 Carpe Jugulum out to jam against Arya Reddy. 3-on-2 advantage in the pack for Wasatch. And Carpe Jugulum, lead jammer, quickly calling it off.
And it looks like we have a timeout. That will be Jet City. Team timeout means we get to tell you all about the Big O, brought to you by the acclaimed Rydell Solaris. The Solaris, the performance you demand, the comfort you've been missing. You know, having a comfortable pair of roller skates is kind of super big important.
That probably would be, because I'm not big on the roller skating, mainly because I'd never owned my own skates, and the rental ones always hurt my feet. So.
Well, I tell you, from skating in the wrong size skates and losing a few toenails.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
And then getting real fitted skates and realizing you were skating in the wrong size skates. Comfort is definitely important, and probably important to not have injury. So the Rydell Solaris, you can check those out here. I know we've got some over there.
They got a
track 1.
Yeah, they got that floopy car lot guy standing there waving around.
Just to get you over there to try some skates on.
First time I've seen that indoors. It's pretty awesome.
I believe I smacked it on the way over.
Number 10, Invitational with the star for Jet City.
And that's the Thorn to be wild.
Jet City slight advantage in the pack, 4-3.
Thorn goes down, giving Jet City's jammer that opportunity to jump right out.
And See You Wouldn't Want to Be removes the pack advantage for Jet City, as Thorn to be wild also clears the pack. Invitational calls off the jam. No points awarded. Second straight scoreless jam. I almost said pointless, but no jam is pointless.
Number 5 for Jet City, Ivana Hercha up against 54, Smashley.
Smashley looking on the inside. Ivana choosing the middle road, now to the out. Pack slowly separating away. And Ivana bumped out, but no pass, no penalty given, not lead jammer. Smashley also forced out and rolling back as Ivana Hercha now on the scoring pass. Smashley forced to the infield. Bump left and right, and then finds room. Oh, but bombshell there at the last minute. Not able to force her out. Smashley grabs lead jammer. And jam comes to a close. Ivana Hercha picking up 4 points. That takes Jet City to 143, Wasatch 89. And we're down to 9 minutes and 6 seconds to go with this official timeout.
Well, this is not the end of day one, but it's going to get into the wind down. 9 minutes to go. We've got both teams really wanting to make sure that they conserve their energy, not just to finish this game up, but for, you know, the next 2 days of gameplay.
Exactly.
Both these teams will be featured later on in the tournament, Scott.
They will.
Tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
Tomorrow, indeed, 12:30. Jet City taking on Evil next door on track 2. And then tomorrow evening, 6 p.m., V-Town will play Wasatch. V-Town currently playing on track 2 right now against Red Stick. Official discussion coming to a close.
I'm not sure if I'm not sure if that microphone will be ready for them to let us know, but somebody will tell us.
We're getting the, oh, I thought we had the spinny area good to go, but we got to wait for the checking in on the medical tent. It's not really a tent. It's just chairs. When we get this jam going, Are You Ready? We'll be jamming for Jet City. And number 261, Carpe Jugulum with the star for Wasatch. Wasatch at full strength, 4 blockers on the track. Jet City 3. It's Chicklets Rock starting the jam in the penalty box.
Well, and it looks like in this second period, number 5 for Jet City's really kind of dominated a lot of the points, scoring Ivana Hercha. And for Wasatch, Smashley's really been out there over and over. So it's kind of time to mix it up a little bit, kind of see who else can put some points on the board. Jugs has been really fighting out there, not only just as a jammer, but blocking a lot too.
Yeah. Doing the things that need to be done.
Well, I love it when teams rotate their players. I mean, it only makes sense to put them out as a pivot, have that resource available.
Indeed. Are You Ready? Bumping to the outside, grabs lead jammer for Jet City. As Carpe Jugulum also dancing the outside lane.
Are You Ready with all those huge apex jumps earlier? It's got plenty of energy left. Putting points on the board, deciding whether or not to keep going. Looks like didn't hear the bench coach recommendation, wants another jump.
You know, sometimes you just want to go airborne.
Sometimes when you're the jammer, you get to do what you want to do.
Yeah, why not? Penny Slane.
Jet City's jammer calls that, and looks like a couple points going on the board. All right, number 10 on Jet City, Ava Derchi going to go against once more Smashley 54.
A 6-6 jam, keeping us with the same differential, 149.95.
It's like keeping us honest, Scott.
That's right.
That's what the referees do out there, actually.
That is. It's their job.
And we are losing a blocker to the penalty box for Wasatch, giving Jet City a little smidge more advantage in an already advantageous lead.
The Facts picking up speed, but slowing down at the corner. Invitational ducks to the outside, calls off the jam. 2 points up. Taking us to 151.95.
Don't forget, folks, if you're having fun, use that hashtag BigO2019. Capture the memories. Let your friends know if you're here. They should have been here. And if you're on the internet, let us know what you're doing while you're watching us, listening. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. Jet City with 6 minutes, 38 seconds to go. Wasatch trying to stay in this game, putting up a pretty big fight.
Carpe Jugulum with the star for Wasatch. Ivana Hercha jamming for Jet City. Lead jammer enforced out of bounds.
As we're saying, the two top scoring skaters for each team here going up against each other. Fatigue starting to show on Wasatch's jammer. I imagine those hits probably don't feel so great.
Yes. Legs burning and heading to the penalty box on the cut track penalty is Carpe Jugulum. 4 points up for Ivana Hercha. Ivana Hercha attacks, backs off. Offense comes sweeping forward. And bipolar curves called on the penalty.
Ivana Hercha playing very smart, does not want to go into the penalty box. Smart, but ready to call it. It's a pretty big hit up the inside. Did you catch that one?
I did catch that. That was a beautiful blocker check.
That's when the blocker goes, I got that one.
Got him. Carpe Jugulum released just as Ivana called off the jam. So we will get number 54, Smashley, back out for the jam number 20.
Timeout being called for Wasatch. Going to regroup, reset, and rethink the last 5 minutes of the game.
And let's thank our jam line sponsor again, Derby Warehouse, derbywarehouse.com for all your Derby gear needs, including jam lines. All right, they might not actually sell those. I don't really know. But they do sponsor them, and that's awesome, and we're happy to have them.
Well, Sassy Sasquatch over there checking out the action in the whole building has been feverishly cheering for Wasatch. It's been kind of fun to see everybody dressed up. We had a couple coaches dressed in costume for LCC's game earlier.
Nice.
I love the Derby culture. I love it when people bring it. I know sometimes in all the excitement you kind of forget to bring some of those little fun items that just make the day go by.
Sure. A nice bout fit never hurts.
Oh, I love to change my bout fit like 5 times during the day. So, you know, you'll see me and be going, wait, were you wearing something different earlier? Yep, I was. And I already bought new clothes already.
Perfect.
I've learned if you don't get it on day one and you've been eyeing it, it will be gone by
Not going
Sunday.
to be there. Yes, if you're here in the house and you haven't bought your tournament merch, head over to the booth.
Well, Derby fans, are you enjoying day one? Are you still in it? Are you here? All right, you ready to watch the last 5 minutes?
Smashley jamming for Wasatch. Are you ready for Jet City? And are you ready through lead jammer?
And Jet City's bench starting to liven up as they see the light at the end of day one's tunnel. Are you ready?
Ducking low around the outside, 4 points. As Smashley still working on the initial. Bumped by Mexorcist, but not out of bounds. Are you ready? Slides the knee, gets clear, calls off the jam.
4 minutes, 17 seconds to go. Don't forget, if you're watching online, you got some friends at home, make sure they know they can get the All Access Pass for $30 for all tracks. They can get a day pass to watch if you've got friends that you want to make sure they see your game on Saturday or Sunday. Let them know all 3 tracks for a day pass, $15, or for the whole weekend, $30.
That's a bargain.
It really is. And of course, everything does get archived eventually to YouTube. However,
You want to watch it live.
live is always the best. Speaking of live, it's Eva Derchi out there up against number 261 Jugs in the white for Wasatch.
And Carpe Jugulum jugs his lead jammer. Eva Derche pushing out to the front, but Jug says, yeah, no, I'm going to call off the jam. So there. An illegal contact penalty called Beethoven's Fist sent to the penalty box for Jet City. Score remains unchanged after that last jam, 167-95, 3 minutes to go in the game. Ivana Hercha jamming against Smashley.
These two have come up against each other, and as they just edge each other to the outside, to the inside, everybody's just wiggling through. Ivana Hercha on the outside with 1 to go, gets stuck in with Penny, and she is out. Your lead jammer, Jet City.
Smashley held up at the back. Still looking left and right, but nothing doing as Ivana Hercha forced out and rolled back by Penny Slane. And a whistle called. Cut track. Sending Smashley to the box.
That's Jet City's Blanche in a roar, cheering on Ivana Hercha.
And also cheering on Smashley getting the bonus misconduct for not leaving the track in time.
That's right.
So the full minute power jam, and Ivana Hercha through for 4 points.
I don't think Ivana's going to be calling this one off.
Not for a bit.
Not for all the $1 million in the world. She wants to Hercha. She wants the
It's
points.
right there in the name. 4 more, 8 total, or 12 total rather, on the jam.
We've got some Ivana fans in the house.
Jet City moving up on an offensive push, but Wasatch, good job staying ahead and trying to keep things mixed up.
With 17 seconds to go on this jam period, we still have a little under a minute on the clock, so it looks like we're going to be coming back out.
Yes, we will. Ivana Hercha
Starting.
apparently got enough of the millions of dollars to call off the jam.
And how many millions? That was $15 million for Ivana Hercha.
I would totally call off a jam for $15 million.
Okay, it was 15 points for Ivana Hercha.
Oh, all right.
Huge
182,
jam.
95. We're under a minute to go in game time. Are you ready with the star for this potential final jam?
And out to the jam lead, Jet City.
Are you calling the pack to move forward? Cuts through quickly for 4 points.
Smashley trying to fool those Jet City blockers who simply recycle back up and swallow Smashley once again. And a apex attempt thwarted by number 19.
Thwarted indeed, and beautifully thwarted.
It's the Riot Atcha.
Right at you, just owning people today.
And that's Elbow Macaroni again up there. Smackaroni. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it.
Smashley looking to the outside. Are you ready through with 4 points? 8 total on the jam. Takes Jet City to 190.
They're just going for all the points because the period clock has come to its end. And Jet City is going to keep it going.
Are you ready? Forced to the infield. Has to roll back behind Penny Slane. And Penny Slane again just sitting on the jammer.
All of Jet City's bench is standing at the tippy toes, so ready to get out there and greet. Are you ready?
4 more points on the final pass, 12 total. Our unofficial final score, 194. I'll move over again so I'm back in the picture.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you too,
Jet City 194, Wasatch 95, and Jet City very proud of themselves. Wasatch, even with the Yeti.
You know, Sassy Squash got to be proud of everybody.
That's right, and we are happy to have you, Sassy Squash.
Yes, we are. So thank you for tuning in and being here at the Big O for the final game on Track 3. Come back tomorrow morning, this very track, for Sailor City versus Sacramento.
That's right, Scott Chicken.
Thank you, Apple Bottom.
You're welcome.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Let's do it again tomorrow.
All
different
right.
Track,
different track,
time.
same time. Yeah.
Different team, something like that.